Hello guys, so the countdown to the CAT has begun and 75 days left to the CAT. Lot of questions would be arising in your mind like, can I do it? Now the fever is catching up. Now all that you had been going at whatever pace you were on, I'll not say snail pace or turtle pace, but whatever pace you were going, now you want to achieve whatever you can within the 75 days. Generally that happens. As we slowly move towards the exam, suddenly when you feel that it's there, so the exam fever catches. And that's what is happening right now to you. And it's very natural that lot of ifs and buts will come to your mind, and there will be lots of questions that will be arising in your mind. There will be lot of self-doubt that would be arising. All this is part of it. So first thing that I would like to tell all of you is, do not panic. That anxiety is very natural, it's very obvious, and it can happen to both those who are very well prepared and also those who aren't very sure. So it happens with both. So nothing to panic, because whatever effort that you have put in, that is going to bear fruits. And next thing is, this is a bit of a positive stress. I can say that this is a positive stress, your stress, and that helps you in concentrating better. So if this is a kind of question which is coming into your mind right now, that can I do it, this much time is left, ab ho payega ya nahi ho payega, these are the questions which I often get from my students, either when they WhatsApp me or they call me, and now they want to put in those extra hours and try to make up for the lost time. So they give me a call and they ask me all these questions. Sir, if right now I take it as day one, can I do something? I say, see, it's not day one, because you have been with this, you have been preparing for the last might be 3, 4, 5 months. But okay, might be those were in those very serious kind of thought or very serious efforts you hadn't put in. But now that you want to focus more, you want to put in a little more effort. So I'll not say that this as day zero. Rather, I'll say that now is to step on to the accelerator. Right? It is now the time where you put in more effort, give a little more time, do more mock exercises. Now there's mock tests, past year question papers, and all those. Now is not the time, if you are preparing for the CAT, now it is not the time to go through the past year question papers of say ZAT or IFT or SNAP and all that. Now it is the time for doing the past year question papers, which is actually genuinely available from 2017 to 2020. The 3 sessions, 17 to 19, morning and evening batch, you had 2 sessions for the CAT, and in 17, 18, 19, and in 20 you had 3. So I would rather say you start going through all those tests without time management, how well you are able to manage time, how well you are able to manage your stress also. That is important. Why I am asking you now to focus on the CAT pattern questions specifically, the RCs, CAT RCs, might be if you have done from say 16 to 20, 17 to 20, I'm sorry, 17 to 20 you have already done. Then if it is, you can find papers which are say 2000, 2005, 2000 onwards till 5, 7 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all those question papers also you should practice, because now when you are going to play as an analogy, I can say, if you are going to go for that 2020 championship, and you practice playing football and basketball, and then you expect to go and play the 2020 championship, well, that probably won't give you that result, the one that you expect. Now that you are going to appear for the CAT, now it should be only single-minded focus on the CAT pattern questions, be it the reading comprehensions or be it the VA section, parajumbles or parajumbles, summary type questions, all those. No, you practice specifically the CAT pattern questions. If previous year's question paper, if you find vocabulary, grammar, you can always leave it and only focus on the reading comprehension, parajumbles, and all those you can focus because they are CAT pattern questions. So practicing that will definitely slowly tune you into that. So this is what you should be doing, and the questions that I was mentioning about. So the question that normally the students ask, they said, if I start now, can I do something? Well guys, as I mentioned that you have been already doing, and all those who right now are starting actually you're starting today, you want that नहीं मैं आज ही start करता हूँ, देखता हूँ मैं क्या कर पाता हूँ. मैं previous 1 or 2 years या तो इससे पहले साल में दिया था, मैं प्रिपेयर किया था, बट अब मैं नहीं दिया, इस साल मैं कुछ ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं कर पाया हूँ, बट अब से लेके टिल एग्जाम तक मैं करना चाहता हूँ. सो गाइस, अगेन इन दिस केस आल्सो यू हैव डन इट बिफोर, राइट? सो यू हैव अ टच ऑफ with the pattern of questions and all, वो सारा का touch है. Now अब what is required is you put in the more effort. You looking for the nuances of the RCs. You can see the previous videos where I mentioned what all things that you need to watch out when you are reading an RC, what things you should be careful while going through an RC, then what kind of questions comes in an RC and how do you attempt those questions, what particular pattern of questions comes in CAT, right? So all those previous videos I have mentioned all these things in detail. If you watch those concept videos, that will make it little easier when you go through the RCs, which is that I have also put in videos which are how to eliminate wrong choices, how to identify wrong choices, and how to eliminate the wrong choices. So it's more of like you step onto the accelerator now. If you had been going at a particular pace, now it's a little speeding up the things. So that's one thing that I would like to say to that particular question कि if सर मैं आज अगर day 0 सोच के अगर मैं start करता हूँ, क्या मैं इसको कर पाऊंगा? Then another question, the question that they say, can I do it, sir? क्या हो पाएगा? Well, to this I will not have a negative answer. But I'll say CAT requires a little more effort, right? You may not be able to target the 97, 95, 97 percentile. But yes, if you put in an effort, a little sincere effort in the 75 days, if you have a good power of retention, and also with that, if you have a good analytical skill. So verbal section, at least I can tell you, you may comfortably be able to get into that 90 percentile bracket. Verbal section, I'm not talking about LRDI quants because the concerned faculty members would be in a better position to say to what extent you will be able to make up for the lost time. So उसके बारे में मैं नहीं कमेंट कर सकता, but verbal के बारे में मैं safely बोल सकता हूँ कि if you start it, as I said, सीधा concept videos देखो, then CAT का ही पास्ट ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर्स लो, उसको करना शुरू कर दो. अगर कहीं से मॉक टेस्ट्स, अगर इफ यू अप्लाई फॉर यू बुक सम मॉक टेस्ट्स, बहुत सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं जो लोग की डिफरेंट मॉक टेस्ट देते हैं, जैसे कि करियर लॉन्चर है, टाइम है, IMS है, बहुत सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो लोग मॉक टेस्ट ओनली देते हैं बिफोर दिस CAT एग्जाम. तो अगर वो लेना चाहते हो, यू कैन टेक दैट एंड वो मॉक टेस्ट को तुम दो, उसको एनालाइज करो, वेयर व्हाट वाज द क्वेश्चन, हाउ डिड आई आंसर, वेयर डिड आई गो रॉन्ग, all that if you put in an effort. No, for verbal, reading comprehension and the VA section, I can tell you, yes, you have still a good chance of getting into that 90 percentile wala range. You can get it if you do it now. Then there's another thing that they ask, sir, what should be my strategy when I am answering the questions? Because sir, मैं mocks दिया हूँ, कुछ mocks दे के मैं ये देखा कि सर मेरा टाइम मैनेज नहीं हो पा रहा है, या तो सर मेरा एक्यूरेसी ड्रॉप कर रहा है, अगर मैं फास्ट पढ़ रहा हूं तो मेरा एक्यूरेसी ड्रॉप कर रहा है, और अगर स्लो पढ़ रहा हूं देयर इज नो पॉइंट, क्योंकि मैं उतना रिक्वायर्ड नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस में अटेम्प्ट नहीं कर पा रहा हूं. सो यहाँ पे अगेन आई हैव पुट इन अ वीडियो जहां पे कि मैं बताया हूं कि हाउ डू यू रीड, ये जो टाइम मैनेज कैसे करोगे. हर कोई बोलता है तो मैं कहां पे वेयर आई एम वेस्टिंग माय टाइम, तो उसको मैं किस तरह से मैनेज करूं, तो हाउ कैन आई रीड फास्ट. सो ये सारा क्वेश्चंस में आंसर किया हूं उस वीडियो में. सो यू कैन फाइंड आंसर्स टू ऑल दैट, कि मैं स्पीड कैसे पढ़ूं, एट द सेम टाइम मैं एक्यूरेसी अपना कैसे बढ़ाऊं, वो मैं उसमें आंसर किया. सो यू कैन ऑलवेज डू दैट. एंड और एक चीज जो मैं डेफिनेटली बोलना चाहूंगा, वो जो क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं स्टूडेंट्स कि सर मैं पहले वीएस सेक्शन अटेम्प्ट करूं या पहले आरसी सेक्शन अटेम्प्ट करूं. देखो, पर्सनली स्पीकिंग, जब भी मैं कैट एग्जाम देता हूं, सो मैं जो जैसा सीक्वेंस रहता है, आरसी पहले तो मैं वहीं से स्टार्ट करता हूं, क्योंकि करना तो मुझे अटेम्प्ट सब है. अब अटेम्प्ट करूंगा, आंसर्स करूंगा, पूरा आंसर करूंगा नहीं, ये नहीं बोल रहा हूं मैं. अटेम्प्ट तो मुझे सारा करना है. अगर सारा अटेम्प्ट ही करना है तो फिर क्यों आगे पीछे. दिस इज व्हाट माय पर्सनल ओपिनियन इज. मैं फर्स्ट आरसी से पढ़ना स्टार्ट करता हूं. मैं आरसी सिलेक्शन में टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करता हूं. यानी अगर मैं पहले सर्च करूंगा कि आरसी 1 इजी है या 2 इजी है या 3 इजी है या तो 4 इजी है या तो पुराना पैटर्न हो तो 5th वन इजी है, तो इसी में आई एम लूजिंग टाइम. और मैं कैसे डिसाइड करूंगा कि ये आरसी इजी है मेरे लिए या नहीं है. पहला 2-3 सेंटेंस पढ़ के, ओवरऑल एक स्किमिंग एंड स्कैनिंग करके क्या मैं पता कर सकता हूं, ओवरऑल स्किमिंग एंड स्कैनिंग करके ये आरसी इजी है या डिफिकल्ट है. सो इसलिए इट्स नॉट अबाउट नो आरसी इजी है या डिफिकल्ट है. मुझे 5 आरसी अगर अटेम्प्ट करना है, या तो अभी नया जो चेंज पैटर्न है, जो अभी कोरोना पैटर्न वी कैन से, तो इसमें अगर मुझे 4 आरसीज करने हैं, सो 4 आरसीज अगर मुझे करने हैं तो करनी है. सो उसलिए फिर से मैं क्यों ढूंढूं कि कौन सा इजी है कौन सा डिफिकल्ट है. तो मैं पहला आरसी से करना स्टार्ट करता हूं, और जब मैं करता हूं तो मैं एक एक करके क्वेश्चंस करता जाता हूं. पहला क्वेश्चन मैं अटेम्प्ट किया, सपोज मैं आंसर कर पाया, मैं आंसर किया. सेकेंड क्वेश्चन मुझे लगा कि ये क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा मैं आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर, सो मैं उसको आंसर करके मार्क फॉर रिव्यू किया. थर्ड क्वेश्चन भी मैं आंसर किया. फोर्थ क्वेश्चन में मुझे लगा कि वो आई एम नॉट श्योर, मार्क फॉर रिव्यू किया करके मैं फिर आगे निकल गया. फिर जैसे ही मैं वो वाला आरसी कंप्लीट किया, मैं देख रहा हूं कि 5 क्वेश्चंस या तो 4 क्वेश्चंस अगर है और 5 क्वेश्चंस हैं, सो 5 क्वेश्चंस या तो 6 क्वेश्चन, 6 and 3 वाला जो पुराना पैटर्न था, तो 6 क्वेश्चन से मैं देख रहा हूं कि मैं 3 क्वेश्चन या 4 क्वेश्चन में आंसर किया हूं, 2 या 3 क्वेश्चन उसमें से मार्क फॉर रिव्यू. या तो किसी किसी आरसीज में एक क्वेश्चन जो होता है वो मैं पूरा कंप्लीटली छोड़ देता हूं, क्योंकि वो ऑप्शंस और क्वेश्चंस मुझे समझ में नहीं आया. सो मैं आई डिडंट वांट टू लूज एनी मार्क, सो मैं वो ऑप्शन को अटेम्प्ट ही नहीं करता हूं. और उसके बाद 3 क्वेश्चंस मेरा मार्क्ड है और 2 क्वेश्चंस मेरा मार्क फॉर रिव्यू है. तो जैसे ही मैं खत्म कर लेता हूं वो आरसी में, जैसे ही खत्म कर लेता हूं अप टू द 6th क्वेश्चन, तो उसी वक्त में क्या करता हूं, फिर आई गो इनटू द पैसेज. और वो जो दोनों क्वेश्चन है, सपोज क्वेश्चन में जैसे कि मैं एक हाइपोथेटिकली क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 एंड क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 जो है मैं मार्क करके रखा हूं मार्क फॉर रिव्यू. बाकी क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, 4 एंड 5 आई हैव कॉन्फिडेंटली आंसर्ड. सो मैं वही जो क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 एंड 3 आई गो टू द पैसेज वंस, and in that single time I check the answer for both of these questions, question number 2 and 3, and as I had just read few minutes back, read it few minutes back, so it's still there in my mind and I know where to look for the answer. And once I get confirmed both, that is 2 and 3, I click. If I want to change, I move on. That is what I do. There is another the type that you can do. You can do all the 4 passages, and then one by one you can go back. You can answer as many as you can. There will be few questions which will be green, fewer questions which will be purple, and still less would be the red ones. So you would have mark the bulk of them as green, few would be purple which is marked for review, and few would be red. So no time for red. Now what I will do is I will go back and I will try to check the purple ones, and I will convert it into green. I'll answer it, and then I will come out and move into the VA section. So that is how normally I approach. Now in VA section there is parajumbles, then there is odd parajumbles, and then there is summary type. Again, there what I do is I start answering. Suppose the first one is non-MCQ parajumbles. I personally asking, so I attempt the odd parajumbles, then I attempt the summary type, and then I attempt the parajumbles. If you find it comfortable, then again maintain the sequence there. First, whatever question is there, be it parajumbles, odd parajumbles, summary type, that VA section I'm talking about, start from the first question and go to the last question. Whichever you can do it. Which you are in doubt, put it in mark for review, or which you cannot, you feel that no, you are not feeling confident and you don't want to lose any mark. For the theta questions, you will not lose mark, there is no negative marking, but the other ones, so there you may not answer that. Right? So that would be the strategy that I would like to say. It's not about do I read the RC first, then do I read the VA, or I solve the RC first, then I solve the VA, or do I solve the VA and then I solve the RC. It is nothing like that, guys. If you start in a sequence, you start from RC, the first RC, and keep on going, I feel you will be a little stress free, because the more you start searching easy and difficult, that makes you a little stressed. Right? So even if you are solving a RC which is comfortable, at the back of the mind you know that there are two more RCs which I came across, और उसको पढ़ते वक्त मुझे लगा कि वो बहुत टफ है, या तो उसमें मेरे को कुछ वर्ड्स मुझे दिखे जिसको कि देख के लगता है कि शायद यार बहुत टफ हो जाएगा, या मैं कर पाऊंगा नहीं कर पाऊंगा. So that starts lingering in the back of your mind. It starts lingering in the back of the mind. And another piece of advice I'll give you. Suppose for each RC you are investing 6 minutes, for example. 6 minutes, 4 RCs, 24 or 25 minutes. 40 minutes is for the verbal section, the new pattern. I'm talking about the new pattern. Is 25 minutes. Give, say, suppose 30 minutes, even more or less, give and take. 4 RCs you complete it within 30 minutes. So if each RC you are giving even 7 minutes, I'll say invest 5 minutes for the RC, or 4.5 minutes for reading the RC. Because if you have focus on the RC, then when you go back to the questions, read the options, even without regression, you will be easily able to eliminate the options and you can zero in on the right answer. But if you try to read it very fast, trying to save time for more time for the questions and the options, then you will see that for every question and the options, you are going back to the passage searching for the answers, and in place of 7 minutes, you are in fact for per RC you are investing something around 8-9 minutes. So that there is where you lose the time. So all the time, the maximum time that you should give for a particular RC should be your reading, a solid reading, a good reading, paying attention to those nuances which I have mentioned in my previous videos. Paying attention to those nuances and then coming back to the questions and trying to answer it. You will see if you have done a good reading. I have often shown that to the students when we solve questions in the classroom. I said, see, look at this. This is a CAT, say 2008, or this is a CAT 2005 workshop. See, this is a 2017 question paper of CAT. And look at this. The answers, as we understand, CAT will give you mostly fact-based questions, main idea questions, fact-based and inferential questions. So most of the answers that you will get in CAT, you will find that in the passage itself. The answers are there in the passage. So if your reading is good, if you are very focused and you are, you have put in all that concentration into it, you are able to retain the information. Because that will be there. Let me tell you, that will always be there. In the exam hall, there will be a little bit of a stress, which we would like to say it as a eustress or a positive stress. That improves your ability to concentrate एंड ऑल्सो टू रिटेन, तो वो हो जाएगा, यू डोंट हैव टू बॉदर अबाउट इट, एग्जाम हॉल में वो हो जाएगा, क्योंकि वो माहौल ऐसा होगा और थोड़ा स्ट्रेस होगा, दैट विल इंप्रूव योर कंसेंट्रेशन एंड योर रिटेंशन, ठीक है ना। तो यू फोकस मोर टाइम ऑन द आरसी को ध्यान से पढ़ो एंड देन ऑप्शंस पे आओ, क्वेश्चंस पे, ऑप्शंस पे एलिमिनेट कैसे करोगे ऑप्शंस, वो मैं बताया हूं प्रीवियस वीडियोस में, और उसी तरह से इसको एलिमिनेट करते जाओ। सो दैट विल हेल्प यू in your time management, in solving your RCs quickly, and also to improve your accuracy. Mock tests करो जितना हो सके, mock tests दो, continuously दो, और keep on analyzing. It is important, guys, that you just don't give an mock test and forget it. Whatever scores you get, you forget it. No. If you are given a mock test for 2 hours, it becomes imperative that you analyze it for 3 hours. वर्बल सेक्शन 1 घंटा स्पेंड करो, किस तरह का क्वेश्चन आया था, मैं क्या सोच के उसको आंसर किया था, ऑथर का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू क्या है जिसके कारण कि मेरा आंसर रॉन्ग हो गया है, फैक्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है तो फिर यहां कहां से ऑथर वो ऑप्शन या आंसर को डिराइव किया, कौन सा बेसिस पे, किस बेसिस पे वो उस ऑप्शन को डिराइव किया, मेन आइडिया क्वेश्चन, मैं सोचा था कि मेन आइडिया क्वेश्चन, सेंट्रल आइडिया, सेंट्रल थीम, थीमेटिक हाईलाइट, मैं सोचा था ये है, बट आंसर ये है, तो क्यों है, तो मेरा सोच में और ऑथर जो एग्जामिनर है, जो एक्सप्लेनेशन लिखे हैं, उनके सोच में डिफरेंस कहां पे आ रहा है। सो ये एनालिसिस बहुत ज्यादा मीनिंगफुल होगा। सो डू इट फॉर ऑल द 3 सेक्शंस एंड यू विल सी दैट विल बी ऑफ इमेंस हेल्प इन दिस रन अप टू द CAT exams. Now there's another question which they normally ask me, that sir, out of these 4 RCs, और या तो अगर उधर 5 the पुराना पैटर्न जो है, where we had this 1 hour for each section, or in the new section the 40 minutes and 4 RCs, that is what we see. So can I leave 1 RC? I don't think it will be advisable. I don't think it will be advisable. You attempt all the RCs, because if you are reading at a good speed, you can do it. Might be that RC, some questions, how do you decide that this is a question I'm not going to answer? How do I decide it? Because there's always a temptation. There's always a temptation. यार और एक आंसर कर दूं, और एक आंसर कर दूं, है ना, कि मैं सिर्फ 16 आंसर किया हूं RCs में, और कोई शायद 19 या 20 कर दिया होगा। Yeah, if it is difficult, no, it is difficult for everyone. If you have answered 16, somebody would have answered might be 18, 19. Somebody would have answered even 12, 13. So you are on an average. You are on towards the higher end. So don't try to be a little either you panic or you are a little greedy and or ek or do or 3 or 3 which you are not very sure, but you still feel like if. And then you attempt and there things go wrong, because if you are making 3 questions wrong, you lose 4. Like 3 questions wrong plus 1 mark gone of the 1 question which you rightly answered, that is also wrong. So इसलिए risk नहीं लेना. Read it properly. If you have done your homework well, again by homework I mean if you have done the required number of RCs, if you have put in the required concentration, if you have put in all the hard work that needs to be put by a candidate appearing for the CAT exam. That is what I mean by homework. If you have done it, RCs will not be difficult. आज से नहीं, कई सालों से मैं बच्चों को बोल रहा हूं कि in CAT, if you have done your RCs, if you have done 50, 100 RCs before getting into the CAT exam hall, verbal section will never be difficult. Verbal ability, the English, the verbal section, it will never be difficult for you. आराम से कर लोगे. बट इफ यू आर कॉम्प्लेसेंट, हो जाएगा यार, इंग्लिश कर लूंगा, आरसीज हो जाएगा, और मैं आई स्पीक गुड इंग्लिश, सो आरसीज क्या यार स्टोरी, आई कैन रीड इट. गाइज, यू आर इन फॉर डीप ट्रबल. इट्स नॉट स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश and solving RCs don't equate it, right? So don't go be under that impression. But definitely I'll say, if you have done your homework, if you have put in a bit of an effort, which is expected of a CAT student, definitely you will do good. Nothing to panic. All the best. Keep doing, and I'm sure you will do good. Thank you.